Oh, chat. We are having a struggle this last little bit. Oh. Well, you're doing so good. Alright, well, I'm going to run a 3-minute ad while we get everything set back up. And we'll be right back. Okay, let's see if we can get back in now. Sorry about all these technical issues. We seem to have been doing a little bit better than yesterday, though. Come on, game. Come on. Okay. Game's being stubborn. Okay. Come on, game. Well, while we wait for the game to boot. There we go. Looks like it's getting... There we go. It took its sweet time, but it got there. We got there in the end. So, just to let you know, we live on the west coast of the United States, in the Seattle region. And a friend of mine just informed me that there was a very large there was a severe 8.8 earthquake off the coast of Kamchatka. And that hit Japan. Well, we don't know what the impact will be for the Washington coastline. We do live in a fairly protected area of Puget Sound, and we do live a little bit away east of downtown Seattle. So we think we are going to be fine for the most part, but we are watching. If you are watching this and you are currently living in the greater Seattle region or Washington or Western Washington in general, close to the coast, keep lookout on any advisories, tsunami or otherwise that may come to you. Keep yourself safe, and let's hope that no one gets hurt or injured in any kind of aftermath from this earthquake and subsequent tsunami. Good morning. Getting a little bit of input now. Let's see if it'll stabilize. Let's see if we can get the seeds of hope. Forgive me, Zelda. Forgive me if I seemed a bit distant the last time we spoke, Zelda. Allow me to get straight to the point. I have not come to this decision easily, but I have come to it all the same. As of today, I have resigned from the Botanist Guild. The battle with the Excel rages on, and there are rumblings in the Empire as well. Each passing day, more people die, and the soil is stained deeper with blood. The 12-wood weeps. Meanwhile, I fill orders for the war effort, and for what purpose? The more Ixal may suffer and die than Gordanians? Though if this is what it means to be a botanist in this day and age, I want no more part of it. May Nafika bless her dear heart, her best to try to convince me to stay, so I fear my heart is settled. Mind you, the decision is mine alone. I will pass no judgment on those who are meaning in their efforts here. Should you wish to continue to serve the guild, I'm sure Yenny will have suitable tasks for you. Meanwhile, Zelda, may the 12 whatever shelter you. Uh-oh. Gotta keep the guild master. Gotta keep the future around. Oh, Zelda, I'm glad you're here. You spoke to Fufuchi, yes? It absolutely breaks my heart to see what's become of my old friends. Fufuchi and I have known each other since we were both knee-high to the phone bar, and I assure you, her knowledge of and passion for the poor of this realm is second to none. This girl will be absolutely lost without her guidance. Of course, I understand her worries. These are not easy times for her to seek her peace and a friend to nature. And yet I cannot help but feel that her emotions cloud her better judgment. But she has not seen the forest or the trees, if you will. Fufuchi has convinced herself that she is doing more harm than good to the natural world she so loves. Preposterous. Has she forgotten the countless trees she planted after the calamity, turning far and wide to return lush verdure to her shattered realm? Someone must remind her of all she has accomplished and the work that is left to be done. To that end, I have been in contact with one of Fufuchi's former apprentices, a botanist by the name of Rotolin, who now tends a forest that Fufuchi herself led to the planting many years ago. My words as a friend will not reach Fufuchi now. My fellow botanist who understands the depths of her words can feel the wounds in her heart. I beg of you, Zelda, speak with Rotolin, seek his counsel. Rotolin tends to the forest surrounding Timberwolf's Lodge and Silver Islands and Corpus. Please go quickly. If future leaves our girl behind, it fears she will never return. Now we gotta save Fufuchi. right away. Well, that's Zelda. Yanni told me to expect you. I'm Royalin, a humble botanist flying straight in these bleak lands. Botany is not simply my livelihood, I consider it my true calling. Calling I would never have discovered were it not for Fafucha's guidance. Needless to say, I was devastated to hear the news. All hope is not lost, however, as I have hit upon an idea. Tell me, Zelda, are you familiar with the spruce tree? Do not blame you if you're not. It is a rare sight these days. As Fafucha would tell it, in the years before the calamity, vast forests of spruce would search for moms and moms. The spruce trees you see today are the result of Fafucha's efforts to bring the flora of ages past back to Eorzea. Perhaps seeing that her work has borne fruit will convince her not to abandon her life as a botanist. Knowing Fafucha as I do, the gesture would mean the most to her if the spruce were harvested by the hand of an apprentice close to her heart. Your hand, Zelda. Before you set off, be forewarned. Spruce is still rare to these parts, and not easily discerned. Only one with the knowledge of the truth of the forest would hope to identify such trees, and then only after straining the eyes from the break of dawn. If your eyes are true, friend, you will come upon mature trees unlike any of you seen before. Harvest from them 3 spruce logs and bring them back to me. Time to notes. If you have difficulty locating the spruce trees, remember, only one with a solid knowledge of the truth of the forest can see them, only after waiting from dawn until sundown. If your eyes are true, friend, you will come upon mature trees unlike any you've seen before. And here's your log, sir. Remarkable gathering, Zelda. I see that Fafucha has trained you well. I don't mind to deliver them to Fafucha straight away, but I just received some troubling news. You've heard that we here in Quartus are locked in a war with the dragons, have you not? The recent dragon raid has left many soldiers and settlers without shelter. Carpenter in the area is doing all he can to construct new lodgings, but lumber is painfully in short supply. I share your concern for Fafucha, but I'm sure you'll agree that our first priority as botanists is to help those in need. But Fafucha herself told me as much. Please, Zelda, seek out the carpenter and deliver to him some spruce logs that the people of Quartus need supper without a roof over their heads for no longer. One moment, chat. Looks like we need to reset our model chat. Alright, back to the story. Yes, on the off chance you're either blind or stupid, I'm a busy man. Busy doing what, you say? Searching for lumber, that's what. There's no end of houses that need rebuilt after being smashed a bit by those damn dragons. Or haven't you noticed that there's a war going on here? Look, I don't mean to be rude, but no time to chit-chat. Take a look around. These ain't hospitable lands. Without shelter, people will die. Damn it all. There's not a single sturdy log. Is there not a single sturdy log left in all the islands? Why, this is... I've never seen wood like this before. Wood like this. Where in the name of the 12 did you find this? To think that lumber of this quality could be found in these lands? I'll not forget this kindness, friend. Those trees will save lives. Those trees will save lives. You bet they will. Little missy, speaking of which, whom do I have the pleasure of addressing? My name matters not. I'm just a humble botanist and nothing more. I would bid you speak to my colleague Reutelin at the Timberlord's Lodge. You'll see that you never want for lumber. Don't know who you are, miss, but I'm glad we met. The gods are truly watching over us this day. Shall we go for a walk, Zelda? When Yanni suggested I travel to Cursus, I had not the slightest idea of what she had in mind. The moment I laid eyes on this forest, I remembered. This was your intent, was it not, Zelda? You, Yanni, and Whiteling? And such a concern for my faltering heart is not lost on me, nor is the meaning of this forest. These themselves speak volumes. The seeds, the art of botany, love and reverence for nature that we've brought to Ishgard have taken root in the lands and the hearts of the people, and grown strong, strong indeed. And strong as the majestic spruces that once more grace these snow-swept islands. The spruces that will now provide shelter and comfort to those who have been ravaged by war. With its Twelveswood, this forest has suffered greatly in these times of strife, but this forest has strength. Strength that has harbored since time immemorial. One it shares with us. A strength that goes beyond the logs we harvest or the herbs we gather. I must never forget the lessons I've learned here today. On the contrary, I must share what I have discovered here, and hope that hope might take root again in the hearts of our countrymen. Let us return to Credania, Zelda. The Twelveswood is calling us home. Alright, back to Credania we go. Alright, back in Credania. Back to the bottom. Do you hear, Zelda? The leaves whisper to us. Walking is home. I think I almost turned my back on them forever. The battles rage on, and the forest will not go unscathed. The Guardian and exile had hack away at innocent branches and uproot flowers and shrubs for their own self-seeking causes. The sadness and powerlessness at times too great to bear, and yet if I were to walk away, who would tend to the wounded forest in my stead? There is only so much that a lone botanist can accomplish, and yet every seed that is planted, every tree that takes root, brings us one step closer to a future where we live in harmony with the forest. In my pain and frustration, my eyes have been blinded to this truth. Thanks to you, Yanni, and Whiteling, I see again. Rest easy, Zelda. I will remain here at the grove. How could I not? The forest needs every friend it can muster. These dark times. It would seem I still have much to learn. I would be honored to continue to walk the path of the botanist with you. Not as guildmaster and apprentice, but as peers, fellow shepherds of the forest. I would say for your travels. And we will take the money. And see you in heaven's word. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and run a quick minute and 30-second ad so I can go use the bathroom real fast. I'll be back and we'll continue on with Carpenter. Seems like a nice follow-on for after doing botanist. And we are back. All right. All right. Next up, go ahead and equip our new hatchets. Looking very spiffy, I might say. Alright, and we said we were going to Carpenter next. Let's go take care of old Pete. further and went closer to the Leatherworkers Guild. This should be our last one. We want to go to the Pizza Plaza. Good old bard band. Go ahead and update the stream document that we are on Carpenter. Alright. The guild master. Good. You've proven that you know how to grip a saw. We couldn't mistake it for a mere tool. What is part of your arm? Have you put down part of your arm? No. Mark me then. Do put it down and worse, lose the bloody thing. I shall use mine own saw to demonstrate to you the pain of losing a limb. But I jest. One-armed carpenters are scarcely half as useful in my experience. In any case, merely holding a saw does not make you a carpenter. Whatever some might think, you must become one with it and learn to feel with it as you work the wood, to which you must first know the wood. Demonstrate your knowledge by bringing the elite of maple. Maple lumber is made from maple logs, just so. Our men feral by the interest will purchase you with such logs for a nominal price. Of course, any fool knows that fleshed-out logs are laden with water. To guard against decay, we use wind shards to hasten the natural drying process. And do not forget to do the same. As I mentioned before, Farrell's maple logs in his stock, as well as many other materials you may require. Or if you're all ready, let me show you where you're going. Feel it. The wood tells all. There were no carrot cuts. Some carpenter moved as one, as if dancing. Do you see this grain? How it flows softly like syrup? Durable yet pliant, suitable for weapons and armor both. This child is maple. Trace the grain with your fingertips, memorize the lines. Consider every characteristic when choosing your materials. That is what it means to know you. The maple lumber you have brought me is acceptable. You have passed the first test. Yet for all that is grown, your knowledge is still lacking. You must needs learn more. True carpenter knows the qualities and uses of every tree in the forest. You know the lines of the maple better than those upon your own hand. Return to me. I shall have another test for you. Until then, child. Give me my charge, please. It's plain from your bearing that you and your saw have begun to move as one, as true partners. Good. You are ready for the second test. It must be good. Before you brought me maple lumber to demonstrate your knowledge of wood, it's time you will demonstrate your ability to create. I bid you craft me 3 maple shields. For this, you will require maple lumber and bronze ornaments. As you would expect, our guild supplier, Farrell, has no shortage of that. Should you desire a more economical solution, however, you might consider a more traditional method of acquisition. The main materials essential to our craft are harvested by our steadfast allies, the botanists of the great Roman glory. Were you to befriend one of their number, you might be able to become to a mutually beneficial arrangements. Or, if you would rather not be beholden to another, you could even try your hand at botany. Now go and do not disappoint me. This? Have you already bent the wood to your will? 3 square. You are no workaday carpenter, that much is plain. Well done, child. Your shields are most satisfactory. Pattern in the grain, the lingering scent of maple. Choice of materials is excellent. The construction above criticism. Few carpenters can claim such skill. The Ellison once favored shields of wood, you know. Do you notice? Today it's not so. They, like your richer brethren, are wont to choose the surety of the armorer's method. But a shield of wood provides ample protection for a lower price. It is readily made and readily replaced if broken. And while not quite so sturdy, it may yet serve to spare a man his due just as readily as any shield of metal. Don't be a shielded spear with your strength to pour your life into the wood, that others might preserve their own. This is what it means to be awake. Such responsibility is not to be taken lightly, child. You have passed the second test, and in so doing, you have earned this amateur's claw head. Though a saw will suffice for many tasks, the carpenter who wields blade and hammer both can perform this trade with greater ease. If you wish to improve as a carpenter, it is essential that you learn to use 2 tools in combination. Continue to refine your skills and return to me when you are ready to take the next step. Something we've seen like, what is it, 9 times before this? Or 8 times? Yeah, no, 8. 9. This will be 10, and another one goes 11. Question. See by the wearing of your saw, lady, you have not neglected your carpentry since we last spoke. Very good. You will soon be ready for your 3rd and final test. In the meantime, the guild has need of your services. You are familiar with Ashwood. But of course you are. I bid you craft me ash lumber. Simple task, you say. You shan't have trouble crafting me 12 ladies. This is no jest. We used our last few mere moments ago. So you see, this assignment is motivated purely by practical concerns. I would ordinarily handle such a trifling task myself, of course, but I am feeling unwell, I do believe you would benefit from the practice. Now go and do not disappoint me. Ah, have you brought the ash lumber? Such a prodigious quantity. Thank you, child. You've done your guild a great service. Ash lumber is renowned for its unparalleled flexibility. This quality makes it ideal for use in bows and myriad other weapons. In the same token, ash lumber is easily worked and thus ideal for learning the basics of our craft. Such a versatile material is understandably popular, and so we always have a need of more. And maybe, also it may also interest you to know that ash produces certain medicinal properties. Jade brewed from its bark uses various complaints, such as that which I am presently afflicted. Suffice to say, I am pleased to see that your lumber is dusted with a sufficiency of bark fragments. Let us return to the subject of property. You have proven yourself more than capable of working without my guidance. If you wish to market your crafts to others, speak with the gold trades in the Carlet Canopy. There is an abundance of gold goods waiting to be fulfilled. Continue to refine your skills and return to me when you're ready to take the next step. Carpenter need. Well met, Zelda. Your training as a carpenter is almost complete. Today is a splendid final test prepared for you. The last applied of one of our guild's newer members demands my attention. The boy's name is Chimera. He is an adventurer like you, though one of rather less promise. Something troubles the lad, and he's loved to speak of personal matters with me. I'm the very soul of understanding, as you know. Very happy with their better. Except that he may be more inclined to speak with a fellow adventurer. Hello, Zelda, and do not disappoint me. What's going on, chap? God struck me down for a fool. I'll never be able to finish in time. Please, you must help me. You can make ash short bows and feathered harpoons, can't you? You see, I went and forgot that I agreed to craft 2 weapons for the archers and lancers guilds for delivered no later than, well, today. Today, I'm also obligated to complete an order for 100 loads of oak lumber. Oh God, this kid is in dire straits. Dire straits of his own making, but point being that I can't possibly do both. Timber Master Beaton is a veritable terror when his wrath is on him. If I dare neglect either duty, he will surely not spare me his saw. So while I labor over this lumber, might you visit to craft the goods for the guilds? Oh, and when you finish, I'd appreciate it if you could deliver the weapons to the relevant guild masters. Godspeed. that's right, we gotta go to both the Lancers Guild and the Archers Guild. Now let's go take it. Let's go handle the Archers Guild first. Hello, Lucia. Welcome, adventurers. So what do we owe the pleasure? I came to bring you a short boat. Is this the short boat you ordered? Thank you for delivering. One of our Makote recruits is in trouble, Mr. Wonder. Talented though she is, the longbow administrator does not suit a Makote's shorter arms and slighter frame. But I dare say this short bow, with its lighter draw weight, more modest span should help her increase position. The short bow is not unlike this what they were by her ancestors, and some things never change. It is clear to me that a great deal of care went into short bow's construction. Also that our recruit spares no effort in making the most of this boon. Go to the Lancers Guild. Oh, you Wayne? Well, that adventure. Do you not seem to be here for training? No, I came to deliver you a harpoon. Ah, the feathered harpoon. My thanks for delivery. Had we not received it in time, I was considering using the fisherman's harpoon instead. You seem surprised, I take it you're not aware that harpoons we use in battle with one of the humble fishermen. Hi, when hired fishers migrated inland from the coast, they adapted the tools of their trade for use in hunting and game. The resulting harpoon proved a fearsome weapon indeed. So the lancers of old took it for their own. Hard to believe, is it not? I must say, this harpoon is a particularly impressive piece of craftsmanship. My compliments to the carpenter. How kind of you to assist Mara Pinmera when he has the orders. Yes, Master spoke highly of your craftsmanship as well. This is very good. Do not attempt to mislead me. I know full well it was your work. Needless to say, it was necessary to punish the Lalapel. I seem to spend more time sawing apprentices than would of late. A jest, of course. A saw is wasted on an apprentice. The stink of blood lingers, making it hard to focus on work. Yes, I know. I will admit I was not ignorant of Mara Pinera's situation. In fact, I recognized an opportunity to test your character. You aided your fellow carpenter with no prospect of reward, delivering fine and crafted goods when merely serviceable ones would have sufficed. Claim your credit. I'm proud of you, Zelda. There is no doubt in my mind that your talents will serve the nation and Britannia well, saving many lives, just as they will bring about many deaths. This is the responsibility for all who make weapons. If I had a choice between deaths of our people and the deaths of our enemies, it's no choice at all. Notice how the Botanist Guild and the guild leader, Kabucha, and the Carpenter, guild master, beaten you, while they both want peace, and they both are disdainful of war. Beaton is more of a pragmatist, whereas Kabucha is more of an optimist. She wants to, she's more of a pacifist, and Dayton's like, what has to be done has to be done. You passed the third and final test. Congratulations. By your actions, you have demonstrated your understanding of what it means to know the wood, be the wood, and to love the wood. You possess the knowledge, skill, and compassion necessary to master carpentry. By overcoming these trials, you prove that you are no longer a novice. The sapling is well on its way to become a tree. You are now a true carpenter of the oak tree. Strong novice. Know, though, that however refined your skills may be, there will always be more to learn. Represent us well on your travels, though, and return to us often. You shall always be welcome. Ah, Zelda, my thoughts have turned to you. I trust you have honed your skills further since last we met. In that case, I have a request. Perhaps you made iron lances before for your customers, however, you have not made them for me. As you doubtless know, my standards differ from those of others. An iron lance's design is one of elegance and simplicity, and I would see you demonstrate your understanding of those qualities through your work. This I ask of all my charges. The iron lance is a marriage of elm, iron, leather. You are doubtless aware the request of elm lumber and circles of leather are readily available within the city. Iron ingots, however, are much rarer. They are forged by the smiths of Limsel and Minsel. Procuring them will prove far more problematic. You must steel yourself for a long and arduous journey, Zelda. The wilderness is infested with unspeakable horrors, and the roads are watched by bandit hordes. Ah, but I jest. While such arduous character building trials may have been possible once upon a time, they are alas simply unfeasible now. You need only browse the market boards or enlist the aid of a blacksmithing associate to obtain the ironing that you require. Oh, and there's but one more thing that you must needs do. I would have you attach a single material to the lance you craft. Any type will suffice. I find it hard to believe that an experienced adventurer like yourself would be unfamiliar with the substance, but on the off chance you are, it's just you seek out that goblin fellow in Central Fanland. There's no one more knowledgeable on the subject, or so I've heard. When you are in possession of all the necessary materials, I bid you craft me a single materia enhanced iron lance. So that's ready? You gotta see what you've got. You do not disappoint, Zelda. Your lens exceeds my expectations. These formidable weapons were originally intended for use by the Ishgardian cavalry, but designed with the aim of maximizing their bearer's effectiveness on the field of battle. By utilizing the speed of his mount, the lane-sporting knight could easily deliver a devastating blow that would cripple, if not outright kill. This mode of attack placed significant strain on both the rider and his weapon. Should the latter fail, the knight would be left to business. Needless to say, the Iron Lance proved to be anything but a failure. This eventually prompting Verdani's Woodwithers to adopt them as their own. The differences between a modern Verdanian weapon and the Ishgardian original are not so substantial. Not into little more than a smaller vamp plate, lancers do not require the same protection as the mounted knight you see. Fascinating, is it not? The history of our weapons carry. How they change and evolve to meet different demands. Truly, all things possess potential for growth. Weapons and armor, forests and cities, and inspiring carpenters. This too, Zelda. The Iron Lance is a marvelous weapon, not because it does not bend at the moment of impact, but because it does not break. To bend yet not break, to endure and persevere, and finally triumph. When I gaze upon this lance, I am reminded of the singular importance of resolve, a quality I saw when you first joined us, and that will serve you well in the future. Whatever troubles you may face, remain resolute as an Iron Lance, and you will succeed. Give me the money. Crisis. Oh, Zelda, you look well. If you've come in search of work, I fear I have nothing to offer. So, if you have no other pressing responsibilities, you might consider spending some time with the younglings in the Acorn Orchard. The workshop has demanded my full attention of late, and I've been unable to see them myself. That'll be all, Zelda. Now, look, it's good old little Niccolo over here. Hey, you're one of those adventurers that joined the guild. Baby's down in the dumps, isn't no wonder he hasn't visited in ages. I've seen him like this before. I bet it's because he can't think of anything new to make. He's so fun when he's like this. I prefer when he's waving his saw around and threatening to tie his useless new apprentices to Viveka's gift. Wait, I know, you're a pretty good carpenter, right? Well, you can make high quality walnut lumber. You know how he's always saying stuff like, let's know the wood, and all that. Well, I bet if we gave him some really good wood, it'll cheer him up in no time. I know it sounds a bit strange, but he is a bit strange, isn't he? And we have to try something. Miss the mean old beaten. Yep, let's go deliver our, no, we could have switched this way. Oops. Let's go deliver our link of walnut lumber. be, Zelda. I must focus. What is this malaise which plagues me? I got myself resolute as an iron lance, and yet... Well, get some walnut lumber. Maybe this will help with your, concentration. Yes, I feel it. I feel it. This high-quality walnut lumber. It is your handiwork, is it not? Yep. It's durable and expertly finished. There's no doubt in your skills, Zelda. Walnut furniture was once quite popular in Old Dock. Perhaps we could revive that tradition. Or better yet, produce a sturdier base for a new nameplate design. Possibilities are endless. Thanks to you, Zelda, it seems I am now paralyzed with indecision. How you have grown in so short a time. You remind me of a dear friend, another soul possessed of great passion. Though we walked different paths, we pushed each other to give nothing less than our utmost. He even helped me through those times when inspiration failed me. I see much of him in you, and so I know I can hold you to the same high standards. Return to your work, Zelda, and do not disappoint me. Give me the monies! Show me the money! Oh, I know. I am going to make an inlet for show me the money. That'll be amazing. It's good to have you come, Zelda. Your talents are needed for commission. Mine asked for you by name, in fact. You seem to the adventurer turned carpenter has earned herself a reputation. You are to craft a walnut cane of unparalleled quality. When it's ready, bring it to me. I will not permit you to deliver anything less than perfection. Have you made the cane, Zelda? Yeah, I have. You've done well, Zelda. The gentle curve of the crook appears natural, as if it was destined to take such shape. Through their skillful application of growth formulas imbued this cane with new life, and the appearance of unworked wood. Wands and canes are perhaps the purest expression of the carpenter's creed, and the finished product is a celebration of the wood's past life. Conjurers, of course, highly attuned to the natural world. And so there's no small coup to craft a cane that satisfies. But your cane should meet with the client's approval. You may go and deliver it to him in the Adder's Nest. Yes, I'm waiting for a carpenter to deal. Why you ask? I made this cane for you. So this is Beaton's famed disciple. So you see that I can finally put a face to the name. I'm Gerhard. Though I myself have no talent for conjuring, it's plain to see that this cane is exquisitely wrought. The cane is not for me, it's meant for a conjurer recently assigned to my unit. Her name is Ponette, a talented but stubborn soul who has thus far resisted my every attempt to integrate her into my ranks. I've been here long enough to know that Gridanians can be rather protective of their city, and this can manifest itself in deep mistrust of outsiders. However, I cannot simply order her to set aside her prejudices. I need her to trust me of her own volition. It is my hope that by giving her this cane, she will at least accept my leadership. You'll find her instill by faith. Please give it to her on my behalf. Okay. Captain intended to keep me waiting? Does he have any idea how little time the contra has to spare? Let's need to give this. Gift? That Alamiga kept me waiting this long for some trinket he did not even see the fit to deliver himself? Typical. This one is truly don't have that first idea about me. God's champion on a cane. Once I finally bought that I scarce believe it man-made. Conjurers are canes to the physical representation of our connection with the living world. Without a focus for us to channel the forces of nature and weave spells. It's just a cane made of bone that is a dream as conjurers share. And I know different. I see the beauty of this cane in the heart of the woman who made it. And outside of the craftless, flawless cane. Forgive my impropriety adventure. I never paid outsiders any mind. Much of them incapable of comprehending Bredonian tradition. Yet it seems that it was I who failed to comprehend. You humbled me, adventure, and opened my eyes. It is clear that you worked hard to learn our ways, as has Captain Gerhard. I cannot thank you both enough. Though I do not deserve this cane, I swear I will do my utmost to earn it. My thanks again, adventure. Should we meet with the captain before I do, please convey my gratitude. Let's go back to Gerhard. I know it would not be easy pleasing her, but I never doubted that Beaton's finest could deliver. I wonder how easy. Still working too hard, I presume. So it goes. Anyway, good calls. Thank you again, Zelda. Please give my regards to the gentleman. Welcome back, Zelda. Is the client satisfied? Interesting. So the client was not a conjurer himself. In any case, I'm glad to hear that the intended recipient was satisfied. I must know, Zelda, who was his client. We received their messenger, and I cannot fathom why they would not come in person. Gerhard? Are you certain? Got him far from Gridania in campaign. To be the returner. Why would he not greet me in person? We've known each other for so many years. Well, I can only assume his duties leave no time for such niceties. I'm glad to hear he's home and well. Thank you for attending to his request, Zelda. I look forward to our next meeting. Show me the money! Well, well, if it isn't Zelda, you grow more popular with every commission. Take that walnut can, for example. You remember, don't you, the one you crafted not long ago? You must have left quite the impression on Gerhard, because he has once again requested your services. This time he would have you craft an oak longbow. A quality longbow, but I presume you already knew that. Gerhard's squad is considered one of the finest units in the Yellow Serpents, and they're off task with dangerous missions which carry them deep into hostile territory. Our soldiers should never want to pour the best material. Trust you will not disappoint, Zelda. I'll leave the longbow. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. And some carpenters claim that oak is ill-suited for use of longbows, and that other woods are far preferable. But I would say you've chosen your materials well. This particular specimen is both hard and elastic, and I see no reason to believe it will take a permanent bend. Of course, we have you to thank for that. The finest materials are nothing without a skilled craftsman to mold them. Indeed, this longbow is a testament to your ever-growing skills. Gerhard will approve. You may take it to him at the ARR's desk. Ah, Zelda, do you have that longbow I requested? Yeah. My word, I see my faith in you was not misplaced. For a young archer under my command, you will be thrilled to receive this. It is of critical importance, so my squad keeps its weapons and armors in good shape. Our reconnaissance missions often require that we spend weeks in isolation, after we perform this port. In fact, we leave for our next mission on the morrow. Unfortunately, this means I must once again postpone my visit to the guild. If Beaton complains, just give him a piece of quality lumber on my behalf. That should provide ample distraction. He's always been more passionate about his work than anything else. But I imagine you learned that long ago. Until we meet again, Zelda. Gerhard was satisfied then. Good. Another mission? I understand. We're both professionals with responsibilities that cannot be ignored, he said. Yes, it always gives me cause for worry. I do not question his ability as a commander or as an archer. irrational as it may be, do forgive me. I'm cursed with an overactive imagination. It is nothing. Never mind. We shall speak again when next I have a commission for you. Level 53. Yo! We're getting built, yo. Memento mori. Zelda, minx. If I didn't know better, I'd say Gerhard was splitting with me. Blushy face! Blushy face! He's giving you another commission. It's time for an oak composite bow. In case you weren't aware, such a bow can only be wielded by a master archer with years upon years of experience in the field. Don't you see? You are to craft a bow for Gerhard himself. You are to give this commission your undivided attention, Zelda. Simply crafting an oak composite bow is no small feat. I will not permit you to present anything less than perfection. Have I made myself clear? Good. Go. Only perfection will survive, Zelda. You have it and show it. Even experienced carpenters can find constructing a composite bow to be a daunting task, given the complexity of the design and the variety of materials required. But the resulting product is well worth the price. This union of wood, bone, and sinew possesses the power of a self-bow more than twice its size. This makes it an ideal for archers who must travel with minimal supplies and cannot afford to carry heavier equipment. No matter how much I search, I cannot find a flaw with your craftsmanship, your materials, your execution. It is all, for want of a better word, perfect. It comforts me to know that Gerhard will wield this formidable weapon, delivered to him with my blessings. Greetings, Zelda. I believe you have a delivery for me. Now this is a fine bow, worthy of the bow lord himself. The girl will be pleased. With that, I even thought this was for me. Oh no, this is for another one of my archers. A perfectly serviceable bow which has served me for many years. Did not know you made it. Ah, those were the days. He was the young initiate, I the aspiring serpent. He wasn't always so damn cocksure, you know, but then he was full of doubts and questions. The maple longbow he made might not look like much to you, but to me it's the perfect weapon. Until I intend to use it until the day I die. Not that I intend to die anytime soon, of course. Now then, I believe I have delivery of my own to make. You will excuse me, though. I'm going to wear a nice good path between here and the Tin Carpenter's Field and the Clatter's Nest. Before this quest line is done. Welcome back, Zelda. Let's go out well. What? Still uses that longbow I made as an initiate. Didn't think he kept it. But I turned out our captain deserves a pathfinder weapon. I should offer to craft him a new one. Till the day I die. What nonsense. Surely that longbow is no more than a mangled stick at this point. if it were to break during battle, he would only have himself to blame. But I cannot stand. But I cannot stand idly by while he. Sorry, no. Give this no more thought. He's an experienced soldier. He would never be so reckless. Oh, I did not realize you were still here, Zelda. You may go. I have nothing else for you today. Not now, Zelda. I've got too much on my mind. Did not intend for things to become so heated. But Gerhard refused to listen to reason, and I... Never mind, leave me now. If you desire company, perhaps young Niccolo will serve. Hey, Drama Light, thanks for the follow. How are you doing this evening? I remember you, Zelda. Zelda, right? Let me guess. Didn't told you to go away again. It's been like that since Gerhard left. It's a commission for the guild, but didn't accept it because of an old bow or something. They were shouting and beating him out. They were acting like younglings. I don't know if it would help, but maybe you should talk with Gerhard about what happened. He went back to the Adder's nest. They've all beaten me. I'll talk to you sensitive. So, what brings you here? So you heard about what happened at the guild. It's unfortunate the children bore witness to our dispute. It's even more unfortunate I must ask you to become involved. My request was intended for a timber master himself, but since he refused me, I had no choice. I need a cobalt halberd, a jet crook, and a yew longbow. The best quality, as best as possible. This equipment is required for a mission of grave import, which is why I first approached the timber master. You have proven an artisan, also proven an artisan, but you are also a proven artisan. Blah. Zelda, so I think I can safely substitute you. Nevertheless, I must ask you to present the finished items to me for inspection. If the judges them acceptable, then I will gladly accept. We are just finishing up the Carpenter quest line. We only have one more of the profession quest lines to go, and that's the Leatherwork. Sigh. Feeling necessary to apologize for my earlier behavior, Zelda. I was unbecoming of the beast of a timber master. Oh, you agree to fill Gerhard's order? Okay, well, let me see what you have done. There's the longbow, cobalt halberd, and a silver crook, all high quality. You chose your bow staves wisely. See no imperfections in the yew which would interfere with performance. The rosewood reinforcements appear solid, and the sinewy bowstring is of excellent quality. I have no objections to this bow. And I believe this is the first time I've judged a halberd of your creation. Fascinating weapons, halberds. Did you know they were a Hell's Guard invention? They're marauders first used them to repel mounted units. A skilled wielder could easily pull a rider from his saddle. As for this particular halberd, I have no criticisms. In fact, given the quality of the axe blade, I can't help but wonder if you've been studying blacksmithing. Spoiler alert, Pete! We have! Even if you were pursuing other disciplines, this proves that you have not neglected your carpentry. The luxurious reddish browns of the mahogany, and entrancing greens of the jadelite. It is a true expression of a Gridanian philosophy, a triumph of craftsmanship made only with the necessary materials. Bravo, Zelda. It was wrong to deny Gerhardt, but thanks to you, this squad will not suffer from my stubbornness. I pray that he reconsiders my offer. Yes, you may proceed with the delivery. No objections? Excellent. And if you'll hand me the weapons. One longbow, one cobalt habit, one jade crook, all of exceptional quality, if I may say so myself. When we first met, the quality of your work was already impressive. I must say, though, that looking at your most recent products, it's clear to even to me that you've grown tremendously, both professionally and personally. How mayhap it's more obvious when contrasted with Beaton's. No, that's hypocritical of me to say. Much to blame for our squabbles here. I swear, when we fought, it was as though nothing had ever changed. In any case, I thank you for your hard work. This next mission may be our most dangerous yet. It gives me great comfort to know my squad is equipped with the finest weapons. And maybe some time before I see you and Beaton again, let's give them my regards. Is it please, Zelda? Once again, he fails to deliver his farewells in person. And as a soldier must serve and a carpenter must craft, these are the lives we've chosen. I tried to reason with him and offered to replace his longbow, but he refuses to face reality. The bow will not last on the moon, if even that. My fervent protestations fell on deaf ears. I allowed my temper to overwhelm me, and I said many things I now regret. When he returns to Britannia, we should have much to discuss. I pray that day comes soon. Give me the monies! Level 54, let's go! Last carpenter quest of the Realm Reborn. actually hit our ultimate saw. Oh, Zelda, it's horrible. It's so horrible. An officer from the Andersons couldn't speak with me in the North Shore. Near Exali territory, they found Gerhardt's longbow. I saw the fragments myself. It was the self-same maple longbow I made all those years ago, which means Gerhard is... We should be alone right now, Zelda. Go. Be with your loved ones, sir. Play with the young ladies in the egg-heart orchard. You got trouble. Hey, Zelda, it's good you weren't here earlier when Beaton heard the news. We went on a rampage in a workshop, howling like an animal and threatening everything within reach of its bare hands. I don't think we can help him this time. If you want to try, you can give him some really good work. Like, say the best length of rosewood rubber you can make. Maybe that would work. Well, this is a bit of a problem. Why have you returned? Told you I wish to be alone. Lumber, babe. Remember, we're carpenters. We solve our problems with wood. This is an exquisite length of rosewood lumber. Truly a culmination of decades of work and maturation. I know you mean well, Zelda, but it's no use. Her name was Gerhard. The young sapling and matured into a magnificent tree, only to be cut down before his... Hey, what am I saying? Gerhard was no sapling. He was one of our finest. And the scouts. Scouts found signs of a skirmish. No bodies. Do not see. He must still be alive. He and his squad are out there somewhere, isolated and likely low on supplies. I know for a fact that he only carries one bow. So if the weapon has been broken, nature forbid, he can be defenseless. We must needs be sent a new one straight away, but I fear I am in no condition to craft it. My other foolish tantrum have injured my hand. I injured my hand, and I have not the strength to grip a saw. You must be the one to craft Gerhard's bow, Zelda. If I can make him a peerless craftsman, and mixed with a savage aim material of the dull clay. Once finished, see how Gerhard it has been in the North Shroud. The fragments of his old bow were found not far from Elder Springs. The matron is merciful. You'll find him not far from there. Please, Zelda, you're my one and only hope. Please, Zelda. You're our only hope. That gives me another idea. I should make an emote with me dressed like Princess Leia and I'm having some good ideas today. I have to jot these down after the stream so I don't forget. Alright, let's get on, let's see what we get for our mount with that. Our heart, huh? think you're doing here? You're covering fool, that's all about. You need to defend yourself, dude. Damn it, Zelda, this is no place for a carpenter. Wow. The beat and send you all this way just to deliver a bow? Yup. What? God's bless that stubborn fool. Should have listened when he said my maple longbow has its limits. I think, Zelda, if it weren't for you, I don't know what I would have done. Now keep your head down. I've been chieftain this way. Got it right between the eyes, too. It's a pretty good shot. Up to the shroud, up to Gardania. Let's tell good old me that Gerhard is alive and has his new bow. Crafted by yours truly, FFXIV. Kiss yourself. He lives. God lives. Oh, you're a debt that can never be repaid 1,000 times over. But thank you. You came to us as seedling, yet now you are as heaven's pillar. There is naught else I have to teach you. That you've inspired me to reflect upon mine own deficiencies. Minor though they may be, I would be remiss if I neglected personal development. Though you are no longer under my tutelage, I trust you will continue to hone your craft as well. Best of luck to you, Zelda. Show me the money. And that, my dear, is the last quest for A Realm Reborn for Perpetuity. Let's go ahead and put the saw that we worked so hard for. Rather ostentatious if you ask me, but I was the one who designed it. And last but not least, we come to our final crafter, our final profession. Leather worker. Let's get after it, chat. Let's end this off with a bang, shall we? We're in the home stretch. $11 more quests to go. Let's go get our use our big blue shiny rock. Alright, baby. Well, you passed the first test. You're not by the handle and not the plane. Now it's time to see how well you can wield it. Maybe a circle is done. You'll need an animal skin to do so. You come into our craft often imagine they need to hunt in order to obtain their materials. You have the sense of the gods gave a chocobo's are, so you'd realize that's hardly the case. Opposite of our receptionist sells most of the items commonly used in our craft. However, she cannot simply supply with earth shards. And that's it for my advice. The rest is up to you. Once you made the circle of leather, bring it here to be inspected. Okay, say I have great expectations for you. Just see to it that you do not waste good skins. I'll wait for you. Isn't the leather ready yet? You finished bringing here to be inspected. See opposite if you like the necessary materials. After a fashion, your work is amateurish in the extreme. The leather is enabling tan and practically unusable. But you show promise. Well, as much as promise as the letter you have haphazardly created. Still, it is apparent you paid due respect to the life from which you came. Had you perform any worse, I would have cast you out without a second thought. You didn't, so I won't. Approach each task in earnest as you did today, and I'll continue to advise you. However, you alone are responsible for your development. This is a business we're running, and neither I nor your seniors have the time to hold your hands. Apply yourself to learning our techniques, and return here when you have acquired some skills. Perhaps then I will have an errand for you. Well, you know, they say you suck at everything the first time you try. A test of technique. Get used to that knife I gave you. Gods, no, it doesn't happen very often, but you chance to find me unoccupied. How about you show me what you learned? Let's see you make 3 leather charms. After all, there's more to our craft than simply tanning hides, and sugars are just about as simple as things one can make. They need circles of leather and animals you need to accomplish this task. Oxes can provide you the sinew, and I'm sure you can recall the method of making leather. Your technique has improved since last time. Now, while we have an ample stock of skins, there are other means of procuring materials. Looking for your own pelts, for instance. I know what I said about before, but I was about assuming it was necessary. Choosing to do so is another matter. Data may teach you to appreciate the source of your livelihood. Not all leather workers will want to choose this method, but you are an adventurer, are you not? When you finish your work, bring your chokers here for inspection. You finish your work, then. 1, 2, 3 leather chokers. And yep. I suppose there's no denying that these are leather chokers. Truth be told, an Oboe could achieve similar results given the skin's sinew and time. Oh, but I don't mean to make light of your efforts. You fulfilled the order precisely as requested. The job well done. Now then, I will teach you something to supplement your learning. Through physical training, the body can be made stronger and resistant to injury. Much of the throat, whichever remains a vulnerable point. Although a leather choker provides less protection than a metal corrugate, its simple design makes it ideal for everyday applications. The simplicity all makes it an ideal choice for beginners practicing basic techniques and for those masters assessing their progress. As you are, you would make a passable leather worker, one among the nameless multitudes who scrape a living out there. Whether you rise to become something more is contingent upon your efforts. Consider this amateurish all a reward for your efforts. You will find it an indispensable partner to the head knight as you continue your training. Now I must return to my work. If you chance to find me unoccupied again, mayhap I will teach you something else. Till then, keep your nose to the grindstone. Alright, that's the last time we will ever see that notification. Give her the money, Gava. You said this is a business and I should be paid for my work. How are your techniques coming along? If you honestly think you've improved, then I have a new task for you. Before that, let me ask, are you familiar with the FFXIV brand? Are you not? Yeah. But of course, how silly of me. Even an adventurer hailing from distant lands should know the most famous brand of leather goods in Orsia. Yeah. I am a princess, after all. She doesn't care. Anyway, all goods sold under the distinguished FFXIV brand name are crafted by none other than our leather workers. We've been asked to fulfill an especially large order in short notice, and our stores of hard leather are nearly depleted. Just considering how best to handle this situation when you arrive, I'm sure you see where this is going. You need a dozen circles of hard leather as fast as you can make them. Quickly, now go. Please tell me you brought the hard leather. Well, it's better than I expected. It is more difficult to boil leather than to tan it, but the process results in a stronger, more durable product. These properties make hard leather the material of choice for those who prefer stouter armor. First of your label shall serve the guild well. As training materials for new editions. You seem troubled. Surely you did not imagine that your leather would be used in the construction of FFXIV goods. Oh gods, no. Only our elite leather workers, handpicked by me, are permitted to make wares that bear the FFXIV name. While we had enough hard leather to complete the FFXIV commission, some of the materials used, despite being of excellent quality, were originally intended to be distributed as practice materials. As such, the initiative supplies ran dangerously low. Come now, there's no call to be disheartened. Do you not see that in furnishing the beginners with supplies, you have proven that you are no longer a beginner? You have given them that which they could not make themselves. When you first arrived, I would never have entrusted you with such a task. Make no mistake, you are improving. Why, at this rate, my great-great-grandchildren may yet commission you to make a shoe sole, or even two. Speaking of commissions, you have proven yourself sufficiently skilled to handle orders without my supervision. Go and see Gontret in the Carlin Canopy if you're interested in taking on a few guild lives. You should gain much needed experience and earn yourself some coin besides. But enough chatter. Come and see me again when you have further refined your technique. Oh, if you make it during my lifetime, I dare say you'll find me in a more talkative mood. Zelda, you couldn't come at a better time. We urgently need someone to craft a hard leather calibre and a hard leather choker. You think you can handle both? To explain the situation, I am entrusted to commission to another leather worker. The quality of his work so wholly unacceptable that I had no choice but to demand that he start again. Naturally, I gave the fellow a sound dressing down, reminding him that he had dishonored the name of the venue, and so on. And run off bawling, leaving a trail of snot and tears in his face. Needless to say, I was more than a little concerned. After all, there was a very real possibility I was going to have to keep a customer waiting. Thanks to your timely arrival, everything will be put to rights. As I've already mentioned, I need you to craft 2 articles in your overly sensitive colleague's stead. This will be your first task undertaken for 3 real findings. It's an opportunity for few other workers to see, so that you don't squander it. What is it? Troubled by the crushing weight of expectation. Well, you may cast your fears aside. You've done yourself credit thus far, carrying out my instructions with nary a complaint and taking all my criticism on the chin. I know that you won't shame us. And even should the worst come to worst, I know that you'll have the good grace to go before the customer and apologize in person. But enough talk. You have best get started. You want to complete the order on time? 2 pieces are ready, you say? That remains to be seen. There's the bits and leather used is well made, and the articles look as they should. Construction is solid, good. As you know, this type of leather is valued for its toughness and durability. Yet these same qualities make it troublesome to work. An inexperienced leather worker often ruins the material with shoddy stitching and poor molding, resulting in a final product that is misshapen, brittle, and liable to fall apart. Your Killigan choker, however, bear none of the hallmarks of amateurism. Construction is solid, and your leather has retained its strength. You have grown considerably as a leather worker, Zelda. Your inspirations attest to this. Yes! But you still have some way to go. The clasps aren't securely fastened, and the stitching needs to be tighter. In short, you must learn to pay more attention to the details. These articles aren't quite fit to be placed in the customer's hand, but they can be salvaged. You have done your part well enough. I will see to the rest. In the meantime, I would have you attend to something else. It is an important duty, and one that is all too often overlooked by artisans. The taking responsibility for falling short of expectations. In the guild's reception area, you'll find an old-on gentleman named Sosobonti, one of our regular customers. It is he who placed the order of the Killigan choker. I would have you go to him and kneel in apology for the delay. Okay, I'll go kneel in front of this customer, beg his forgiveness. We are incognito, as it were. Huh? What in the name of the 12 are you doing? Do get up. What's that? My order is delayed, you say? Is that all? I was thinking something terrible had happened. It's quite alright, truly. I can't remember precisely because the Leather Workers Guild has never compromised on quality. This striking delay only confirms to me that the principle still endures. Anyway, it's very kind of you to bring me word. By the by, your face isn't familiar to me. You're new to the guild. Sakema herself is applying the finishing touches to your handiwork, even as we speak. Well, I dare say the Guildmaster sees promise in you, or else we should consider your work worthy of her personal attention. She's famous for having cut up far more experienced leather workers' efforts with scraps, and that's before their very eyes. As for encouraging you to come and apologize, some may think it goes too far, but it's simply her way of educating her own on the finer points of business. As a native of Ul'dah, I may say with some confidence that as an education worth enduring. Well, it's been a pleasure to meet a rising star of the Leather Workers Guild, and that is no hollow flattery I speak. Your name is Zelda, yes? I shall observe your career here with great interest. In fact, the next time I place an order at Vineyard Fineries, I shall make a point of insisting that you are given the job. Give me no money! Ah, there you are, Zelda. I hope you've been working on your techniques because I have a difficult task for you. Well, mayhap not as difficult as I originally intended. I thought to bid you prepare 100 circles of algo leather. Instead, I want you to gauge your aptitude for material melting. You have at least a passing familiarity with material, correct? The crystallized substance often used to enhance the properties of weapons and armor. I certainly hope you do, Zelda, because an experienced leather workers try to possess the skills to melt material to his wares. For this task, you will affix a single material to a pair of goat skin leggings. The type of material you use is of no consequence. What matters is your ability to successfully attach it. And it goes without saying that you must make the leggings as well. To do so, you'll need a cotton cloth and alternate leather. Most cotton cloth is produced by the weavers of Rudolph, sold thick tapestries. All goat leather is, of course, obtained from all goats, and from the deserts of Battle. If you think I mean to send you all the way to the Sultanate, fear not. If you can obtain your materials by perusing the market boards or by listening to help of friends, by all means do so. Instead, a trip to simple Danland might be warranted if you know nothing of material. There's a goblin somewhere out there who's said to be an authority on the subject. Now run along and cut. Oh, look, it's our last quest telling us about materia. Are the leggings ready yet? Trust you didn't forget to attach the materia. No, you're good. Well, it could be worse. I don't know how long you've been about this adventuring business, Zelda, but did you know that leggings were once no more than strips of cloth or leather? It's true. We used to wrap each leg with a simple long strip from ankle to knee. Nowadays, of course, designs which extend to the thigh are far more popular. Soft and lightweight leggings like these provide a balance of protection and flexibility demanded by wood dwellers, gods quiver, and adventurers like yourself. Based on your leggings, I'd say you understood well the importance of these qualities, not to mention the basics of material melding. Indeed, if I were to judge your performance on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give you a 6. No, a 7. The remaining 3 points, you ask? Yeah. Quite simple, really. Your legs were made from skins, which were taken from wounded creatures. 12th wood is filled with a wealth of life, which we leather workers must take in order to craft our products. Do you know how that all got lived? How it was killed and skinned? Do you understand how these skins find their way into our hands? To understand this process, to understand life itself. Those leather workers whose creations truly deserve to bear the name of Finial have faced this burden and accepted it. To them it's simply truth. Wherein lies the difference between the good and the great. The leggings are fine, Zelda. It is you that needs improvement. Call me an incurable optimist, but I do not think it beyond you. Study your materials and learn their history. Practice your craft and keep discovering new techniques. That is still your path forward. Strong nods. And who knows, mayhap one day I'll allow you to represent the guild in an annual exhibition and pit your skills against the finest craftsmen in all of Cadania. Of course, that day, should it ever come, is a long way off. Still, it's a good to have a goal, however distant is it not? Indeed. Level 52, leather worker, let's go. Skin in the game. Oh, they'll pay. I swear by Louis Wa's beard, I'll tear the skin from his... Zelda, it's good that you're here. Listen to this. An old-on merchant has said about blackheading the guild's good name. And it's some toad leather we sold in this, and I quote, of inferior quality. Oh, you heard me. Inferior. The gall of the man. Sweating be the very soul of contrition if this allegations were proven true. It just seems so utterly unthinkable. My clumsy leather was unevenly tanned and still written with toad's line. That whoever made that leather didn't know the first thing about working with toad skin. Which means that there's no way in the 7 hells that it came from us. believe me when I tell you, Zelda. I'll be deep in the cold, hard ground before I permit such shoddy work to bear our name. The very thought of some two-gill hide mangler claiming to represent his guild makes me want to gah! Unfortunately, it doesn't matter if this isn't our handiwork. The customers begin to suspect that our standards are slipping, and if we are not showing our materials the proper respect, our opinion will be lost, and our many years of hard work will have been for naught. We cannot let that happen. Though I'm certain we have done no wrong, we need to make this right. We'll settle this with a display of authentic craftsmanship. For a circle of high-quality toad leather, bring it to me for inspection. Understood? For a circle of high-quality toad leather, bring it to me immediately. I want this matter resolved as soon as possible. Well, here's toad leather. This will be nicely, Zelda. You clearly understand the unique properties of toad skin and how best to harness them. This leather is sturdy, flexible, and completely free of unpleasant odors. There's but one thing left to do. I want you to take this toad leather, march down to the Carline canopy, and shove it in this Amor's face. Show him the impertinent fool what real filial quality looks like. Let's do it! Completely and utterly acceptable. Shame on you and their vainglorious claims. How could anyone call this rubbish toad leather? About time you charlatans showed up. What is this, more toad leather? I demanded a full refund, not more of your... Wait, is this... By the 12, I've never seen such exquisite toad leather. This would make an excellent velvet bag. You might understand that you are a producer of video goods. You bring this to me by special order of the legendary gamer herself? What in the world is the meaning of this? Well, you see, you have been had. I'm most terribly sorry, good lady. When the merchant told me it was diamond leather, I naturally assumed this Angroboso was somehow affiliated with Vineyard. I should have known it was too good to be true. A fraction of the time, a fraction of the price, he said. I certainly got what I paid for it. I mean, I had never even heard of Angroboso before, but everyone knows that Catania's famous for it. No more excuses. It's my responsibility for the merchant to evaluate the supplier. My own damn fault that I purchased an inferior product. Reputation is everything in this world, and I fear I've unjustly missearched your guilds. Yet despite all that, the great Gala saw fit to gift me this exquisite letter. I too have a reputation to behold. This gesture cannot go unanswered. What you doing, Loki? I have a very, very energetic cat right now. He's a good boy. Okay, I took care of it. Excellent work, Zelda. That bastard Imar felt so appallingly guilty. He rushed over here to beg my forgiveness in person. I've been some groveling in my time, but this was truly a masterful display. Bowing, stuttering, sniveling, it had it all. Oh, how I wish you had seen it, Zelda. The proud Uldan merchant, humbled by a circle of toad leather. More than I thought. Now all we have to do is find out who's making this Bosa to us. Our contrite friend said that he had been told it was a new Gridanian brand, but no one here has heard of it. New Gridanian brand. It's obviously meaning capitalize on our good name. I'd like to meet the man who made that toad leather. Actually, Zelda, should you happen to cross him on your travels, I'd consider it a personal favor. You would flay the skin from his back and make me a pair of soles, so that I can grind him into the dirt every single day. Damn, Gala. This woman, she don't play around. There you are, Zelda. Just the leather worker I was looking for. Well, one of several I would consider asking, but that's beside the point. Anyway, I have a task for you. Mere moments ago, we received an older gentleman who demanded that we give his commission priority. Needless to say, I refused him without hesitation and had him thrown out. In retrospect, however, I believe his forwardness may have owed more to desperation than mere impatience. Could you perhaps speak with this client on my behalf? And I'm told he was last seen heading east in the direction of the market stalls. Of course, he may have gone further than that, but being an energetic adventurer, I'm sure you'll find him eventually. Nighttime and we're down there. Let's catch up with the man. Emily. You're a letter worker. Thank you for coming to see me. I know that my behavior at the guild was inexcusable. Permit me to start from the beginning. I heard tell of a new brand of leather goods that was cheaper than thin meal. But just as well made. Not being a wealthy man, so on a reason to spend a bill, and purchased some of this both the branded leather armor for my boy. And he disappointed. To an untrained eye, it may seem fit for purpose, but I served as a wood wielder for many years, and I could tell at a glance. It was no match for solid weapons. I either made it fast and cheap as advertised, but had I known the quality would be so pretty awful, would have found the extra Joe and gone to Faneuil Fineries in the first place. I know what I ask is unreasonable, but my boy is about to enlist in the Whalers. I wanted to give him something that would last a lifetime, something that his son could wear when time came. I swear that hunger bolted stuff wouldn't keep him alive long enough to even have a son. Please, would you make me a toadskin jacket? Oh, gotta worry Dad. He's to keep his son alive while he's out on patrol. Gift from father to son to be passed down through the ages. Only a well-crafted item could be expected to carry generations of memories and traditions. Toadskin jacket, was it? Well, after hearing such a tale, who could possibly refuse? Why are you looking at me like that? These are rhetorical questions, Zelda. I'm not a monster. You heard his words, so you know what's at stake better than anyone. I bet you make a toadskin jacket of the highest possible quality and present it to me for inspection. What's at stake, Zelda? We need a quality toadskin jacket that can withstand generations of wear and tear. I dare say this is your best work yet. The spaulders and breasts are made of the finest toadskin, and the goatskin backing alone should provide solid protection. It strikes the perfect balance between mobility and protection. I can find no fault with it. It's a fitting gift for a young whaler to be. I expect that Cornelian will agree. Take it to him, Zelda. This father is all worried and stuff. Why did I have to think about the guilt? Another thing looks good for the best. The best is no less than what my son deserves. Think of him clad in that alcohol bolt of crap. And he was a whale. Cheer up, man. Price of nature. Toadskin jacket. I'm not to help with such times. This craftsmanship is beyond compare. In fact, I do not believe I've ever seen finer leather equipment in all my years. My son will be thrilled to receive it. must have been that a never-known battle could not possibly have made a jacket like this. Tell me, miss, are you? But of course, even Davis seems fit to welcome capable adventurers like yourself into the guild. I hope you will continue to share your gift with the people of Kukana. Give others the opportunity to save them. And then there were 4. I take it from your grin that Camelin was satisfied. Glad to hear it. Gods, I'm getting fed up with this Angrabotha nonsense. First that all done merchant and now this. Honestly, I don't know what idiotic plan they have in mind, but it's only a matter of time before word spreads. Quickly, cheaply produced goods may entice customers, but quality goods keep them. I wonder if they'll even consider participating in the exhibition. On the one hand, there's no better way to publicize the brand, while on the other, they must surely know that they're in no position to be with the real leather workers. But I do hope they try, Zelda. Would love nothing more than to see those Angrabotha frauds get their comeuppance to look on as artisans and merchants from every corner of the Eorze to cast judgment on their works, and proclaim them a disgrace. And then there were 4 Tales of the Hand. Achievement unlocked. The greatest tales ever told. 20 points. Lead by example. Sluggards and slouches, a lot of them. So don't tell me you haven't noticed as well. If it seems slipshod stamping, the work produced by the guild's rank and file in recent days simply isn't up to snuff. Whether beating and pinning expedition or this whole Angrabotha business that is distracting their craftsmen, I do not know. But what I do know is if they don't get their act together, and soon, we're at risk of actually losing business to those charlatans. Will not stand idly by as the lack of discipline undoes the reputation that our guild has worked so long to achieve. Someone needs to remind those slouches why they became leather workers in the first place. And I've decided that person will be you. Yes, you, Zelda. Surprised, are you? Ha! I may question your skills, but not your dedication to our craft. Be the finest pair of foreskin ring bands you can craft, and show me that my trust hasn't been misplaced. I would be only the slightest of exaggerations to say that the future of this guild, not to mention your future, hangs in the balance. I'll get to it. Show your good-for-nothing guildmates how it's done. You know, Zelda, you crafted for me the finest foreskin ring bands this guild has ever seen. The pressure, of course. Is that a smudge? One could hardly call this perfect. Fortunately, it's not perfection I sought of you, but pure, single-minded devotion to the craft. The moment I took this ring band in hand, I knew you had not let me down. Clearly, you possess a keen understanding of the ideal ring band. The foreskin, light, sturdy, and resistant to friction, is reinforced by steel links to afford protection without laying down the wear. Clumsily crafted ring bands have been known to distract those that wield magic. Yours, however, is so well balanced that one might forget that she is wearing anything at all. This is a true accomplishment of leatherworking, and will serve as a clarion wake-up call to my loafer content, to any loafer content with churning out some standard work. I will be honest with you, Zelda. When you first came stumbling through our doors, I reckoned I'd have an easier time making you into a saddle than a respectable leather worker. How pleased I am to have been proven wrong. You have risen to the challenge and become a model to the entire guild. Which reminds me, I I've spoken to you of the Britannian expedition, yes? The day of opening draws near, and I must devote myself fully to producing our new line of leather fashions. As this will afford me little time to devote to everyday affairs, I require someone to handle the more demanding commissions until the exhibition is going on. Decided that you are the woman for the job. That's right. Your next task will be to serve as my personal assistant. Don't even think about neglecting your training. Is that clear? Uh-huh. Show me the monies, Gable. Brand loyalty. Wrong. Take all the time for this order to come in. Here, have a look, Zelda. An order for a pair of boar-skin smithy's gloves, made by the guildmaster herself using her famous Gable patterns, to be delivered post-haste, no less. I bet on month's earrings that this oaf wouldn't tell my handiwork from a goober's ass. Arse, but that doesn't stop me from feeling such a tactless order when I'm up to my very ears with work for the exhibition. Apparently not. Post-haste, I deliver a slap upside the head post-haste if it wouldn't have negative repercussions for guild business. Fortunately, my new assistant has arrived. Why you, of course, Zelda. I did mention that I'd be delegating work to you while I focused on the expedition, did I not? What about the customer's conditions, you say? Bah, he'll get a pair of gloves made by the famous Zelda herself. And I'll like them just fine. Well, have you brought the work of the famous Zelda? Indeed. The smithy's gloves must be sturdy enough to protect his hands from the fires of the forge. At the same time, they must be pliant enough so as not to hinder the precise movements needed to work fine steel. Crafted from boar skin, lightweight, tough, and resistant to friction, this pair of smithy's gloves represents the best of both worlds. The simple design allows the 5 fingers to move with full range of motion. The ideal handwear for any capable smith. Your work has admirably captured each of these essential points. I'm happy to sign off on it. You may deliver it to Finial Fineries without delay. What? The Gable patterns? Do not worry yourself about such foolishness. Have I not told you that he will know no better? At any rate, off with you. Even a fool of a client is a valued customer. Poggers. My very first pair of custom-made smithy's gloves, made the famous Guildmaster Galen booth, was sent to arrive from leather workers guild in a moment now. Can't hardly wait to try them on. Here's some, but they're made by me. Deliver for me, you say? Oh, do hand it over, and quickly if you would. What have we? Hogwarts, the Hornets, and Brygot's my uncle. This is the finest, most comfortable pair of gloves I ever laid my hands on. Do you think they are? What's that you say? What's that you say? These gloves are not the work of Gala. Why, never. I could just... I couldn't give 2 shites about that. Friend, I don't know a damn thing about you leather workers and your patterns. The fellow Smith assured me that Gala's gloves were of purest quality, and that was enough for me. Place of order that same day, sight unseen. I'm glad I did, for you brought me the most comfortable pair of smithy's gloves I've ever had the pleasure to know. And the Guildmaster had my utmost gratitude. our final two. Hey, another satisfied customer, yes? I told you that. I told you that you worried for naught, Zelda. Well, I suppose you're still curious about those game of patterns, aren't you? Allow me to explain. Several years ago, Britannians got quite a fancy to a toadskin back on my design. So popular were the bags that they quickly sold out, driving prices up to a premium. What was supposed to happen next? Greedy artisans sought to cash in on my success. Toads were hunted nigh to extinction, and a host of imitation bags flooded in the market. I was devastated, as a proud leatherworker and lover of nature both. But what could I do? For weeks and months I struggled, yet I felt powerless against the forces of greed. That's when it struck me. Even I could not stop others from copying my creations, I could at least ensure that their work was not needlessly destructive. I swore a vow that the next line of Gator Toasted bags would be made with an eye towards economy, and the patterns used to craft these wares would enable inexperienced leatherworkers to reproduce my designs with minimal waste. Do you see now, Zelda? Artisans worthy of the finial name do not need to rely on Gator patterns. They already respect the natural world to which we owe their livelihood. This is something that cannot be taught, yet is clearly awakened within you. Which is why I did not hesitate to entrust you with this task, and why you can expect many more to come. Show me the bunny! And that is level 53. Second to last quest. But is it Zelda? Now you have the look of a leatherworker to do the work of 3 women. And thank the 12 for that, because 3 of your good-for-nothing colleagues just walked right out the door, leaving 3 commissions of the highest priority unfilled. A pair of raptor skin fingerless gloves, a raptor skin targe, and a raptor skin choker. I need them on the double. Promised dates of delivery yesterday, last week, and 4 fortnights ago, in that order. To make amends for the delays, I have personally assured each of our clients that their items will be of peerless quality. I trust you will not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Time is of the essence, Zelda. You have the raptor skin targe, choker, and gloves. Show them to me. Targe, gloves, targe, and choker. Yes, I suppose it was good. The skin of the fleet-wooted raptor boasts superior flexibility and exceptional ruggedness. The rub, of course, being that it is by no means easy to work with. Fingerless gloves are the choice of many a warrior for allowing the fingers to better grip their weapon, thus do weapon and wield to become one. A well-crafted choker affords superior protection without impairing breathing or causing undue discomfort. And the targe, at first glance, means of defense. In times of need, it can be employed to intimidate or even injure one's foe. I presume you were well aware of this. All of your work speaks to a sound understanding of material and implementation alike. I see no reason that these items be kept in their purchaser's note any longer. Deliver them with all speed. The gloves to Pibonella at Nofka's altar. The targe to Lurik at the Carn and Canopy. And the choker to a new client by the name of Nako Shanwatel, the finder at the Shaded Tower. With that, I can finally return to my work for the exhibition, and I swear the next person who dares interrupt me will see their item made into the centerpiece of my display. Now let's go take markets. Hold it right there, you loathing leather worker. You You'll not take another step until you explain why your guild has yet to deliver the choker I commissioned moons ago. And it best not be another overworn excuse, lest I take my business straight to Uncle Botha and tell all my friends to do the same. Why this choker? I've never seen such. Bah, a choker's a choker. A battle-scarred pauper could fashion the likes of this with one remaining arm firmly tied behind his back. You brazenly will get your clients in favor of designing frivolous fashions for some ridiculous expedition and expect to pay for shoddy work delivered behind schedule? The arrogance of these self-styled artisans knows no bounds. I hear that even your guilds have had enough of Guildmaster Kayla and her nonsense. Mark my words, the Leather Workers Guild is finished. Customers these days want speed and value for their guild. Your lot offers neither. Damn, woman. Chill the F out. Wait, I recognize you. You're one of Gerva's subordinates, yes? You perchance come to deliver my gloves. Yeah. Craftsmanship. Why, it says these gloves are tailored to fit each of my very fingers. That's precisely why I would never think to obtain or take these from anywhere other than the Leather Workers Guild. We gave it to maintain this level of quality with the exhibition in hand. It's no small feat. Last two things. You're the look of a little one. Might you know why my commission has been delayed? I've been waiting for my tars for a week now. It's a bit complicated, but I made it myself. This is exceptional. No apologies needed, my friend. For a charge of this quality, I've gladly waited twice as long. Which is why these rumors of mass resignations are so distressing. It could have possessed good, honest leather workers to abandon their craft. Good question. Oh, probably has something to do with the upstart, shoddily made brand called Angro Botha. Nago said, what? Speed and value? That mutton-headed Makote wouldn't know a well-crafted choker if it used one to wring his scrawny neck. That said, even I must admit there's some truth to her words. No self-respected guild would seek fame and fortune at their exhibitions while valued customers suffer undue delays for goods purchased with honest coin. I wish I had not come to this, Zelda, but my decision is made. The Leather Workers Guild shall withdraw from this year's expedition. There are customers out there who appreciate the quality of our guild, offers. We must see them well served. There will be other exhibitions, I trust, once lost, not so easily regained. In any event, you have proven yourself a loyal leather worker today, Zelda. I think. Show me the money. Except, no. The final profession crafter quest of a realm reborn. Oh, for the love of Zelda, you picked a fine time to show up, and for once I'm not being sarcastic. I'm in quite a predicament here, and you just might be able to help. What sort of predicament, you ask? Going the sort of which I have several hundred deliveries to make for the next bell, despite having just the 2 legs, you see. I'm drawing from the exhibition and freeing me to devote my efforts to filling guild commissions. That is all well and good. The problem is that I now have more clients than ever, none of whom take kindly to be kept waiting. Pah! For every moment we waste chatting, the risk of losing a valued customer. Make yourself useful and take this choker to a client waiting at the Whistling Miner on the double. Okay. I'll be your hand, girl. Here we go, yes. You've come to deliver my children. Ah, true guild quality is everything. Yes, all the time and effort put into the pieces. Painfully evident in the overwrought nature of its design. You've only just met, but you strike me as a smart young woman. It's my offer. But say you bid farewell to your fruitless life as gave us a lapdog. Come work for me. Who am I, you ask? Why, none other than the founder and proprietor of Uncle Both Apparel and Cookmans, who then is premier producer of other goods. The clever woman like you has doubtless surmised many of your more ambitious colleagues have already abandoned the Leather Workers Guild to bring their prodigious talents to Uncle Both. And why wouldn't they? You want to waste precious hours learning how to stitch the perfect seam, but a serviceable one will suffice? Not I, that's for certain. Think about the products, if this is durable as Gaber's overrated rubbish, crafted in half the time for a fraction of the cost. Should you have any doubts, I invite you to come to the exhibition and judge for yourself. It's a shame the Leather Workers Guild will be absent from the competition. I was so looking forward to defeating Gaber this year. Ah, well, for all her faults, clearly the woman has sense enough to see that she was fighting a lost cause. A top friend, and remember well. I kicked his ass. I, chat, look deep into my very, very purple eyes. I will act like Gala, and I will make him into a handbag. Yes, I mean. And the remnants, well, maybe a nice belt. back, Zelda. Not a moment too soon. I just heard a most distressing rumor. Word about town is that the renowned leatherworkers from across the realm are withdrawing from the expedition at an alarming rate. Should this continue, Uncle Bowser will have a clear course to win top honors. Curses! It pains me enough that I cannot represent our girl in the contest. The thought of those hacks would claim the prize that is rightfully ours. What's that? Don't read of Uncle Bowser was the client who commissioned that choker. No one ever delivered in person and taken a payment of its lousy hide. Oh yes, the two of us go back quite a ways. He was an adventurer and aspiring leather worker, not unlike yourself, Zelda. Had a bit of a falling out, though. I remember like it was yesterday. He strolled through that door wearing a shiny grin and holding a jerkin that looked like it had come out of the wrong end of the wrong coat. I told him as much, and the next moment he ran back out the door, bawling like a child. That was the last I saw of him. His sorry efforts weren't worth the hide they were made from, and now he fancies himself a fashion magnate. Small wonder that Angry Bowser attire looks like something even a goblin would be ashamed to wear. The sad state of affairs is that not all customers are so discerning. What's worse, if Angry Bowser takes top honors at the expedition, then the wasteful practices will be vindicated. Slipshod craftsmanship and butchery will become the norm. I will not allow this to happen. Zelda, listen carefully, for I mean to give you the most challenging task yet, if not ever. You are to represent the Leatherworkers Guild at the expedition, and put that charlatan in his place. A rafter-skin shuriken of peerless quality melded with a grass-gatherer's grass material of the third grade. This will be your submission. This is your task, but as one who has taken her lumps and paid her dues, I believe you have it in you. The exhibition is to be held at Minketo's amphitheater. Christine has been charged with accepting submissions. Once her work is complete, deliver it to her with all speed. To the amphitheater. We gotta put that David in his place. So you said you wish to submit one of your works to the exhibition? You pray hand it over without them. The judging is about to come. Consider yourself fortunate. Had you come a bell later, the contest would have already been over. I must say I'm relieved. There are far fewer entrants in this year's exhibition compared to past ones. When I heard the Leatherworkers Guild would not be participating. And you'd be happy to hear that our plans have changed. Master Kava, do tell me that you've decided to compete after all. Our guild will be represented, yes, but by Zelda here. What an unexpected turn of events. But I must hurry. The exhibition is about to begin. Oh, it's me and all the Go Masters. And Miss Cynthia of the Rabbit Trader people. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you all been waiting for, the judging for best leather apparel will now commence. It would seem that an unprecedented number of last-minute withdrawals have left us with precious few candidates worthy of top honors. Nevertheless, we'll proceed as planned. It's with Fucha. Our next finalist is this lovely raptor skin jerkin. Painstakingly crafted by an artisan of Angerbote apparel and confluence. Judges, if you would. Cut is rugged yet serviceable. We've seen that numerous skins were layered to afford maximum protection. Function over form, and Lancer cannot help but applaud such craftsmanship. Tanning work is clumsy, but the sturdiness of the piece cannot be denied. In times of war, speed and practicality are virtues. I would say that it is worthy of consideration. As wasteful as ever, I see. How many raptors did you butcher to create that misshapen mess? Ah, Gava, fancy meeting you here. Stand back and watch as that misshapen mess is named best in show. Our next and final piece is this last-minute entry from the Leatherworkers Guild. You look pale, Debbie. What's the matter? I think you weren't expecting actual competition. This is positively stunning. You can almost feel the raptor's very life force exuding from this jerkin. Not a single seam out of place, and not a single cut of the hide wasted. This piece was clearly crafted with a profound respect for the beast whose life was taken to create it. It offers superior protection to the Angerbote piece, while at the same time allowing for greater freedom of movement. This jerkin would be a proud addition to any archer's armory chest. In my line of work, I have seen many of them enter come and go. Rare is the one who possesses the aptitude and diligence demonstrated by the creator of this piece. Ladies and gentlemen, it would appear we have a consensus. By unanimous vote, the award for Best Leather Apparel goes to Zelda of the Leatherworkers Guild. Yes! We win, chat! For her exquisite raptor skin shirt. Fuck yeah! We're the best. We kicked his ass. Yeah, you take that, you asshole. Daoud of Angerbote Apparel, I presume? We're investigating numerous accusation, harassment, extortion, counterfeiting, and poaching. You've been so kind as to come with us so that we might discuss these allegations in private. Uh-oh. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere, sir. Wood Whaler's got you to right, sir. Well, Zelda, it seems our work here is done. Let us return to the guild. We are done. Back to the guild. Back to the guild, she says. Take our victory lap, chat. This is is our last crafter quest. Must do best, Zelda. So I saw you jerking with my own eyes. I was not entirely convinced you had it in you. But you did. From this day forth, I'm proud to call you not apprentice, but peer. As for me, I can finally return to my own work, free of headaches and distractions. Though as luck would have it, we have a veritable legion of erstwhile anger-boasted defectors knocking at our door, looking to rejoin our ranks. They think their false tears and trite words of remorse will earn them pity. Ha! We'll send them straight on their way and lop a square off their hindquarters for good measure. Or so I once might have done, but who among us has not erred? Even I have been known to make mistakes, albeit rarely. And so I will give these turncloaks a second chance. For mark my words, any who so much as thinks of crossing me again can look forward to a new life as a supplicant. That's a threat. The life of a guildmaster is fraught with frustration. Yet I would gladly deal with 1,000 helpless apprentices for even the slimmest hope of seeing one flourish as you have. And we'll wait until the ads are done, and we'll finish this out. Now we're back from the act. Let's go ahead and finish up the quest and of the spring. Plus, your triumph at the exhibition, your goods are sure to be in demand and cost they owe you. But you must never forget how you achieved your success. Strong nod. Flagging dedication to your craft and a deep respect for the lives you must take to perform it. And will always the values of you. And I have no doubt that you will do us proud wherever you go. One more time. Show me the money, Gaber. And that is the last profession quest of a realm reborn. Go ahead and equip our new leatherworker tool. And there we have it, chat. Every single one of our professions is complete. So, we are good to go. But, on behalf of Guild Master Gable. Get into a good place here. On behalf of me and Guild Master Gable, I thank you for joining me tonight on our adventure of finishing all of our crafters and gatherers. It's been a pleasure and a treat as always. Once again, I thank you for everyone who has followed. Tomorrow, we encounter our first 5 turns of Coils of Bahamut. We're getting ever closer to the end of A Realm Reborn Patch 2.0 content. We'll be able to move on with Patch 2.1. Until then, have a good night, and stay well. Good night.